you like to try refreshing, flavorful wine? Would you like to experience a beautiful vineyard? It's Angela. I'd like to introduce you the best local food and keep you healthy. Today we are at Cox Creek Cellars. Are you ready to try? Okay, good morning, Andrew. Thank you for being our guest. Could you tell me your story?
Sure, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for coming out to the winery. So the winery started in 1998.
Yes.
It was a passion project of my parents.
Okay.
And they asked me to join them on this adventure. And we opened up in November, on the 28th of November in 1998. Earlier that year, that same year, we had planted an extra 1.5 acres of grapes, 3 acres of black currants, and about 3.5 acres of grapes that came along with it. So we had a lot of work that we wanted to try out, but we had a passion for winemaking. We had another business that's in Guelph that's still going strong and beautiful, and that kind of inspired us to go the next step, the next level, which was producing wines for the everyday average person that wanted to just consume something and not have to spend a whole bunch of money or you know, go to the liquor store and get just completely confused by everything that was on the shelf. And you know, we enjoy the production and the culture and the history and the tradition of wine, and we hope that really comes through with everything that we produce here.
Sounds your wine is affordable, but with good taste, right?
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah. We like to think so.
So what do you think the major difference or uniqueness compared to other wineries?
So one of the biggest uniqueness is obviously just our geographic location. You know, we're not in Niagara Falls, or we're not in the Niagara area or Niagara Peninsula. We're not in the North Shores of Lake Erie. We're not in Prince Edward County. We're in good old-fashioned Wellington County. And you know, we are one of the only wineries here. If I understand correctly, there's a couple others, but I'm not really sure what state that they're in currently. But we're in this lovely corridor of Guelph and Fergus, and the Guelph-Aramosa Township is incredible. We love the way that it looks, feels, and the people that are here. And that's one of the reasons why we wanted to open up a winery and share it with this community here, is because of the community itself. We're part of it, and we want to share our passion with everyone in it.
We are so fortunate to have you. It sounds like a neighborhood winery to us. Okay, so where do you get your ingredients? Is it all on site or from Europe, or?
So we purchase everything here locally. So if it is not from our own products and our own production here on the farm, then we try to buy as local as possible. We can go to St. Jacobs or Elmira for more apples for our ciders. We go down to Niagara because that is the largest producer of grapes in the area for winemaking. So, and it's luckily only about an hour and a half away or so. It's not too bad. We also do purchase some stuff from the Essex County region down towards Windsor. And some of those products are either the raw fruit or some finished wine, but then we bring it in here and we take it those few next steps that we want it to go before we feel it's appropriate for a glass and for our clients here.
That's great. So what's your vision in next 5 years?
Oof, that's a great question. We have a lofty vision, we really do.
Yes.
You know, I came back about a year ago to take over the winery and kind of bring it up to speed. I know we had tremendous potential here, and for the longest time this facility was more a labor of love, a hobby for my parents. And then with the passing of my father at the beginning of last year, my mother was like, you know what, I think you should take this and really run with it. And I took a good, long, hard look at it to see if it was viable, if the community could support it, if it wasn't too taxing on myself and my family. And I thought, you know what, yeah, we have a tremendous potential here. We really, really do. And we have the knowledge, the know-how of what to do. And I think we have a community that can support it. I think we are hoping in the future, in the next 5-year plan, is to try to use as much of the local market that we can. And when I say local market, I mean like Guelph, Fergus, Elora, Rockwood, Acton, all these types of places that are close by. We don't really want to go into the Kitchener-Waterloo area, although we may, but you know, right now we want to focus on the hyper-local because these are the people that we are, and these are the people that we love, and we want to give them as much as we possibly can. And I think that there's a tremendous potential for them to enjoy what we have to offer.
So it sounds like your major customers are from local.
Very much, yeah.
So people can buy it from your winery on site, or can they buy it from kind of a store somewhere? Or
So right now, the way that the liquor laws are kind of set up in this province is the only real retail sort of place that you can go is the LCBO stores.
Yes.
However, there are new bottle shops that are emerging here and there where you can actually go in and you can purchase some product. I know there's some stuff in Fergus, there's some stuff in Guelph. We actually service one in Cambridge as well. So we're going to investigate that, but right now the core of our sales comes directly from the winery itself, as well as our online platform. We have an online shop on our website where everything that we produce is available. So we have some flat rate shippings there, and you can purchase anything you like online. You know, 1 bottle to 100 bottles, anything you like.
Sounds great.
We also have, one of the things I'm sure we'll talk about today is our McQuaid's Hard Cider. It's tremendous, tremendous product. It has had an incredible reception in the local community. This is a product that we've actually started to sell to local restaurants, to local golf clubs, curling clubs, anything you can think of. And we've had an overwhelming amount of support for it. And we're really looking forward to see how that evolves in the next few years.
What would you like to say to your future customers?
Come and enjoy. Have some fun. This is an experience, this place. That's the way that we like it, because I personally love experiences when I go to wineries. You know, I try not to tell anybody that I'm a winemaker and an enologist or have, you know, 30 plus years of experience in this industry, because I just want to see what they offer. I want to see what it's like. I want to experience it like it's the first time I've tried a glass of wine. And I hope that people that come here can do the same. When they come and try something, you know, I understand people are always going to judge something the way that they want and you know, based on the experience that they have in wine consumption or beverage alcohol consumption, but I want them to come with an open mind and a clean slate, because the picture that we can paint for them, I think, is incredible.
Yeah, I believe so too. I can't wait for have a tour here. It looks like beautiful property. So
thank you. Yeah. We'll definitely take a look around. You know, here in the retail area and the tasting area, maybe we can start with a taste. We'll have a taste and then a tour. So this is our house white. So cheers.
Cheers. So what do we have here?
So we have some, this is our house white. This, we call it the Cox Creek Cuvée. So this is comprised of a few different types of grapes, all local from Niagara. But what we decided to do was kind of make it a bit of a secret, let people guess.
Oh, really?
You know, see what they think.
Okay.
So this is our house white. So cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming. Yeah. Very easy drinking, smooth, light, refreshing.
Very light.
Yeah, it's not too overwhelming. You know, it very much pleases the masses. You know, takes care of, checks a lot of boxes for a lot of white wine drinkers.
I feel it's very good even for snack or for seafood. Right?
For sure, absolutely, yeah. Like a little light fare would go perfectly with this. Some crackers, a little bit of cheese, maybe some shrimp, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I felt. Yeah.
So this is one of our most popular rosés here, and this is called Country Symphony No. 6. It is a blend of some of the apple wine that you tried that isn't barrel aged and raspberries.
Okay.
So incredible. This is a little bit on the sweeter side. This is made from apples as well as raspberries.
Raspberries.
Yes.
Okay. So
two types of fruit.
like a symphony.
So it has this, that's right, just like a symphony.
Yeah.
So it has this tremendous color that is light and fresh, but not too not too overwhelming, but it is a little bit on the sweeter side, and it kind of, it really follows those traditional rosé sort of guidelines. It smells like a fresh berry patch.
It is very fruity.
Yeah.
I found it's really lady friendly.
Yeah, it has a real popularity with, you know, cross-platform. Everybody seems to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's something that we found has been one of our most successful rosés. This is really interesting. This rosé is called our Apple Sunset. So again, made with the base of apples, but it's also made with our black currants that we grow here on site. So this is an apple and black currant wine. What's really unique about this is that we have 3 representations of apple and black currant here on site. One is this wine, which was the original, one of our original recipes that we designed, that my father and I designed in 1998. We now have a sparkling version of this as well that is in association with Magic 106.1.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're gonna try that as well. And then one of our ciders, the McQuaid's hard cider, is also, there is an apple and blackcurrant version. So we'll try that. We're gonna try this one first. So this representation of apple and blackcurrant is really unique because, again, it's a little bit on the sweeter side. It's very palate friendly, but boy, you really get the currant come through. So give it a smell and tell me what you think.
So refreshing. It's just so indulgent. I feel like I can drink a whole bottle of it.
We got lots of time. Yeah. So what's very interesting is black currants have an incredible amount of antioxidants in them.
Oh, it's healthy benefit.
Healthy. There's something that has a low pH. They're very acidic fruits, so they last very long. They add, I think personally, they kind of help balance the gut a little bit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that's what I always tell people when they think, oh, it's kind of rosé. I'm like, yeah, but it's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But a tremendous fruit, black currants. They are so versatile, and especially with a little bit of the apple wine base here, a touch of sweetness, because they're so acidic, that really carries the flavor all the way through. Yeah, very unique. So I think we're gonna go to a red wine now, and then we're gonna choose a dessert wine. We have 2 different wines that we prepared, and they're both from our black currants that we grow here on site. So we're gonna try the one, I think. It's called Back Home is the name that we gave it.
Wow,
So this is the name that my dad gave this wine. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And a lot of it is because when we go out, we'll take a look and you can just kind of look over the field of black currants and it feels like you're at home.
Oh. It's when you feel homesick, you can drink it.
That's right. Yeah. The strong fruit here. Whew. Yeah.
Yeah, I can smell the strong.
Yeah, it's very strong fruit.
Goes well with like a steak or.
Yeah, it's meant for bigger foods.
Yeah. Like,
because you can taste how acidic it is. The acidity of the blackcurrants really come through strong. This is nothing but pure blackcurrant that's been aged in oak barrels for about 14 months or so. And this fruit really needs time to calm down because it's so aggressive right off of the hop. So
you need to take time to enjoy it.
You really do. The investment that you have to put into a fruit like this, you know, we do all the winemaking, we do all the harvesting, we do everything from, you know, basically the field right into this glass. And, you know, this wine is, sometimes it can be 2 to 3 years before it can touch a glass.
Wow.
It just takes so much time.
Oh, it takes a lot of work as well.
It really does, yeah. There's a large investment of time and capital and, you know, emotions and everything that go into this.
All your spirit and emotions.
Very much, you know, because something like this you can't rush. You really can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you do, you taste it, and it's not something you want. But this is, this really, to me personally, screams tradition and patience, as well as an understanding of what this fruit can provide. And then really at the end of the day, it's about satisfaction. Okay, we're gonna make a dramatic shift and we're gonna go from that to a dessert wine.
Okay,
So I kind of want you to see what the difference is from that powerful kind of acidic structure all the way up to what a dessert wine would be.
Sure.
So we have two to choose from. One is a black currant base, but the other is something that's very unique to us here. It's called the spiced russet.
Okay.
So we originally made this wine from russet apples and a blend of some of the apples here on the farm. And then it's traditionally produced as a mulled wine.
Okay.
And mulled wine is, especially in Central and Eastern Europe, it's very traditional around the harvest season as well as the, holiday season. So what's unique about this kind of is like, the Colonel Sanders' 12 sort of secret ingredients and spices and everything like that. My dad never wanted to tell anybody what was in it because it was a bit of a secret. But when you see all the stuff that's in there, it's kind of overwhelming. But this is something that's very unique. It is very specific to us and who we are. It really speaks to a lot of the tradition and a lot of the experience that we have in winemaking. Producing mulled wines is not something that you really do easily. It's something that's very unique. But this, since its inception in 1999, I love that noise, was so well received that it was dubbed as, by most of our customers, Christmas in a glass.
Oh, Christmas in a glass. I like it.
When you try it, I think you'll see what I mean. All right, so tell me if you smell Christmas in a glass here.
Wow, yeah, it feels like Christmas coming.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's so aromatic. I wish we could share this with you, but it is really incredible. Really incredible. Cloves, cinnamon, coriander, like all of these incredible spices.
I can feel the fireplace.
That's right.
The jingle bell.
That's right. The big wool sweaters. And,
the sweaters, and reindeer. It is sweet, but it's beautifully sweet. It just feels you.
Yeah, it's not overwhelmingly.
It's charming. It feels kind of.
That's a great way to describe it. Charming. Yeah. So this is one of our dessert wines, and it's just been such a resounding success for the last 20 years. We've had this on our list.
I've never had it before.
And
it's beautiful.
It's rare. It's rare. We used to only produce it for the kind of Christmas season, and it was kind of a one-time thing. It is quite labor intensive, with all those spices and everything. But what we decided to do as of a year ago, when I returned here, is we said, you know what, this wine is just too popular to not have on the list all the time. So it is now one of the staples that we have here at the winery.
So maybe people can only buy it from here.
They can buy it from here, they can buy it from the online shop, but you should come and try it.
I feel I can have a whole bottle.
Oh yeah. It's dangerous sometimes when you think about it. Yeah.
It's just too beautiful.
Ooh, yeah.
I love each one of them. They all have their unique character.
Thank you. Yes. We believe so.
I think everybody should come here and try a little bit of everyone.
I agree.
Yeah, so you know which one you like most, and you can buy the one at a time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so where are we now?
So we're down in the orchard, actually. We kind of turn, we have a trailer here that we just kind of showcase some of the local pumpkins from the area, but this is our orchard. This goes to show,
it's beautiful.
The amount of work that goes into just taking care of plants. It's like a full-time job,
Is.
But what we're interested in is what those plants yield, and the fruit itself that we use for our own house-made hard cider that's here, as well as some of the apple wines. And it really is, as I was saying when we were walking down here, it's one thing to buy apple juice or apples from local growers and things that, we only purchase from people that we know, like, and trust, because we find that it's very important to get the fruit that we're promised, as well as that we can trust that those growers and that those individuals are doing what we would appreciate done with that type of fruit. When you're growing your own stuff here on site, it is very different. Like, there is that sense, as you said earlier, of achievement
Yeah.
And that kind of feeling of I can watch it go from a little flower that buds and turns all the way into a fruit that I will use and turn into this magnificent product that we hope is magnificent. And it really is satisfying. It really is. It's something that it's not even so much taking pride in it, it's just this kind of like, it feels good.
Sounds like you are a responsible person as well, right? You want to make sure your ingredients are well made.
Well, yeah, we try to.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, I think whenever you're producing anything, when it comes to a consumable type product, is if you start with something good,
Scratch.
you can end with something good.
Yeah.
But if you start with something that's really terrible, it's really hard to make good at the end.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
We try to do our best to be not only environmentally responsible with the types of fruit that we produce here, with virtually zero spraying regimens or anything like that, but it's also, we want to make sure that the fruit is the quality that I would want for myself. If I'm not willing to eat it, how could I possibly share that with the people that I want to enjoy our product? It doesn't make sense. So we produce things the way that I would feed my own children, and so far it works.
So sounds you are very proud of yourself for what you made.
I'm proud of what the team here has given us the opportunity to do. I'm proud that I've had the opportunity to come back and look after this facility and be a steward for it on behalf of my parents and their legacy. And I just really enjoy it. I genuinely like it.
Yeah, I can see that you have the passion.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to have someone like you. So responsible and
I don't know about that,
so passionate.
Thank you.
To have
Thank
such
you.
good
It's very humbling. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You can imagine how much effort you put in for just a glass of wine, right? So next time if I drink a glass of wine, I will have this gratitude for someone like you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It is a tremendous amount of effort that goes into each glass, and I agree. I think sometimes people kind of neglect to think about that, but it's also people like myself who do productions like this, we don't want to burden you with that. We enjoy the appreciation, there's no question. However, we just what I think we really enjoy is letting you enjoy yourself and getting lost in the moment and just being what you want to be. That makes us happy. So this is one of our fire pits.
Yes.
And they became tremendously popular over the sort of COVID Christmas times. People were looking for something other than just sitting at home. And so we decided to get these incredible fire pits, some Muskoka chairs. You can have a wine flight and you can just sit down with our nice warm Cox Creek blankets and enjoy yourself. So, we do booking online for these as well through the website. So you can book as, from one person to as many as you like, and we'll prepare and organize it all for you and light it up, and it's a great hour and a half of relaxation.
Wow, yeah, it's a great treat. It's body, mind, spirit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
So it's nice to warm up and just let the day go.
Yeah, and it's a great way to gather with your friends,
of course,
family.
Yeah.
You
still enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah.
It's not too. This can keep you reasonably warm. It's beautiful when there's a fresh snowfall that happens out here, and you get the fire roaring. It's just, it's terrific.
Okay, life tastes good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for being our guest.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Thank
you for being our guest.
Yeah. I'll see you next time.